अगर मैं आप लोगों को कहूं कि SRM इज बेटर देन बिट्स पिलानी फॉर इंजीनियरिंग या IIT दिल्ली इज बेटर देन IIM कैलकाटा फॉर MBA, आप लोग बोलोगे ब्रो व्हाट आर यू रियली स्मोकिंग? बट व्हाट इफ आई टेल यू दैट दिस काइंड ऑफ फेक रियलिटी इज लिटरली बीइंग ड्रिल्ड डाउन द माइंड्स ऑफ इनोसेंट स्टूडेंट्स एंड पेरेंट्स लाइक यू? तब आप लोग क्या बोलोगे? गाइज, रिसेंटली द NIRF rankings of 2024 were launched and ever since it has been creating a lot of buzz in the market. चाहे वो ट्विटर हो या इंस्टाग्राम या वो न्यूज़पेपर्स हो, हर जगह पे NIRF रैंकिंग्स की बातें चल रही हैं. नाउ ऑब्वियसली देयर आर अ फ्यू यूनिवर्सिटीज जो अपनी NIRF रैंकिंग्स को शो ऑफ कर रहे हैं एंड कुछ लोग हैं जो इसको ओपनली क्रिटिसाइज कर रहे हैं. एंड आई एम इन दैट कैटेगरी एज वेल. टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, आई डोंट बिलीव इन द NIRF रैंकिंग्स and I would suggest you all to also not believe in these NIRF rankings blindly. Let me explain you why.
IITs के रैंक 100 के आसपास में भी दिए हुए हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस पर्टिकुलर रैंकिंग.
कुछ ऐसे कॉलेजेस जहां पर आपको लगेगा कि यार ये इतना ऊपर आता है कि NIRF रैंकिंग में.
Firstly guys, let's just understand the history of NIRF. NIRF stands for National Institutional Ranking Framework and it directly comes under the Ministry of Human Resource Development. Now guys, for anything to work, there is a concept of demand and supply. अब आप लोगों को पता है, as India is growing and rising, there is a good demand from students like you for good quality education. There are students who can afford education. Number of students are rising. There are students who want very high quality education. So the demand is really good. Same is the case with supply as well. Number of colleges, institutes, courses, everything is rising. So there is a good match of demand and supply. That is why, to be very honest, I consider the initiative of NIRF rankings to be really very good from the government, because India needs such rankings so that we can know what are the quality institutes and what are not the quality institutes, or how I like to call it, shitty colleges, so that we can be aware कि हमें वहाँ ना जाना पड़े. So that is why on 29 September 2015 NIRF committee was launched and on 4th April 2016 is when they launched their first rankings. Now guys, up until 2018 a university or a college could choose whether they want to participate in the NIRF rankings or not. मतलब अगर मैं एक कॉलेज हूं तो I can choose कि यार मुझे NIRF rankings में अपने कॉलेज को लिस्ट करवाना है कि नहीं करवाना है. But from 2018 onwards it became compulsory for all the government institutes to take part in the NIRF rankings. अब ये NIRF rankings का पूरा प्रोसेस क्या है, how are these colleges and institutes ranked? Let me explain that to you really well. So guys, all the institutes and colleges that choose to participate in NIRF rankings, they basically have to send data to the NIRF committee. अब ये data क्या है? The past 3 years record of the institute, which is a lot of information that these colleges and institutes have to give to the NIRF committee. अब इसमें क्या क्या चीजें आती हैं? There are things like total student strength, placement record, research projects, faculty records, and a lot more. And then this committee, gathering all the data from various colleges and institutes, works on the parameters that they have already designed. Now, what are these parameters? There is teaching, learning and resources, research and professional practices, graduation outcomes, outreach and inclusivity, and perception, which again is very tricky and I'll get back to that later. And yes, in the 2024 rankings, there were a total of 16 categories around which all these colleges were fighting for rankings. अब ये कैटेगरीज क्या है? There was law, there was dental, there was management, there was engineering, there was open institutes, there were research institutes, there was innovation institutes, there were skilled universities. All these were the 16 individual rankings जिसमें colleges were taking part in. Some could take part in only specific rankings and some could take part in overall or all the rankings. So that's how the whole process works and I hope आप लोगों को clear हो गया हो कि how these rankings work. अब बहुत बात हो गई भाई history and information and process के ऊपर. Now let me get to the मुद्दा of this video, which is why am I criticizing the NIRF rankings? But before that, apologies from my side. I'm not against the education sector. I'm not against the government and I'm also not against the NIRF rankings. To be very honest, हर साल from the past 4 years, whenever I create content, I have quoted NIRF rankings a lot of times. आप मेरी कोई भी पुरानी वीडियो देख लोगे, when I've talked about a particular institute, made some honest review, मैंने NIRF rankings की बात की, I've created content on that. But I am noticing something which I'm not really happy with, and hence the criticism. Now I'll get to defending कि why am I against NIRF rankings, and I would suggest you all to not blindly trust these rankings. I have divided the problem into 4 main categories. Number 1, biased methodology. Guys, the NIRF rankings employ a methodology that heavily relies on subjective criteria. Parameters such as perception-based surveys significantly influence the outcome. Guys, अब आप लोगों को भी पता है, perception is very subjective in nature. no matter how good quality content you do, perception can be different for different people. Now, even for me as a content creator, some of you might love the content that I make and would share it amongst your friends and group circles, family, whereas some of you might not like my content just because you don't like the background, or you don't like my face, or you don't like my voice. And that is not the right metric to judge an institute or a university on. This subjectivity can lead to inconsistent and misleading results, making it difficult to ascertain the true quality of an institution. Along with that, guys, there is this huge debate that is happening regarding research. Now, under the NIRF rankings, a lot of emphasis has been given to research and patents. And to be honest, it is really very good because that is how a country grows. But at the same time, it is only favoring a certain few universities who already have everything when it comes to research. Like, they have amazing labs, they have good research faculty, they have PhD members, all of that, so that they are able to file multiple patents and everything like that. Whereas a few other universities who are doing really well on a lot of other fronts might not be able to come up on the rankings just because they don't have a research lab or they've not filed like 500 patents and things like that. I hope you're getting the point I'm trying to make. Secondly, limited emphasis on higher studies and placement. Now guys, to be honest, you all know that I have my personal guidance and doubt clearing session, and to be very honest, every day I see about 10 to 15 parents and students who are asking me various questions regarding their career, future potentials and all of that. And whenever I sit with parents and students, major questions that they ask is, hey, what are the higher study potential? Or what kind of placements can we get? What is the kind of ROI we can expect from a particular course or a particular institute? Now, these are the major questions that I am being asked, and you as students always demand answers from me. But in the NIRF rankings, higher studies and placements only have a weightage of 8%. Guys, this low emphasis really undermines the significance of successful placements and student pursuits of advanced education opportunities. Because of these factors, the rankings fail to reflect the effectiveness of an institution in preparing students for their career and future academic pursuits, which again is very important from the minds of students and parents, but it is not being reflected in the NIRF ranking. Third, which again is very debatable, but lack of comprehensive evaluation. Guys, the NIRF rankings focus on a limited set of parameters that do not provide a holistic view of an educational institution. Metrics such as faculty-student ratio and infrastructure facilities receive disproportionate weightage, overshadowing other crucial aspects such as teaching quality, industry collaborations, and a lot more. That is why I say that even if a class has a student ratio of 1 to 20, which means 1 teacher, 20 students, that doesn't mean the teacher is amazing. If there is a good teacher, they can also teach 400 students, and if there is a bad teacher, they can also fail to teach 5 good students. I hope you guys are getting the point that I'm trying to make. Fourth and the last, manipulation and gaming, and I know I might get some hate for that, but guys, please listen to me from an open mind and heart. Obtaining a higher NIRF ranking has become more of a strategic game rather than a reflection of an institution's merit. Some institutions invest substantial resources in curating their ranking portfolios, including hiring specialized consultants or focused on activities solely aimed at securing a higher ranking. This manipulative behavior not only distorts the rankings but also diverts attention from the core purpose of providing quality education and nurturing talent. Guys, what exactly is happening is that a lot of these universities are just trying to maximize their ranking. Because of that, they will do all things possible but only for ranking, not for the students. Just because the NIRF ranking parameters focus a lot on research, they will hire specialized individuals that are just going to come to the institute and just do research or just file patents so that they can have a very high number of these things. And whereas the real thing of a college and institution is to prepare students, is to teach students, make sure that they are holistically developed and they become great citizens, do well in their life and for the country, and such kind of things are given less weightage because that doesn't come in the NIRF ranking. Now guys, you might think that I am the only one who is criticizing the NIRF rankings. That is not true. A lot of the people in the education circle that I know of are also not very happy with the NIRF rankings. Along with that, in 2021, Professor Anil Kumar Tripathi, who is the director of Institute of Science, Banaras Hindu University, criticized the NIRF rankings, accusing it to compare institutions with the same budget but varying number of students. Guys, I've put out all the links in the description of this video of wherever I have conducted my research from. Trust me, I had to spend more than 20 to 25 hours doing this whole research and coming up with very valid points, trying to make my point to you all. What I'm trying to tell you is that please do not fall in the illusion of higher rankings. There are students who come to me saying that, hey, we want to drop out of this college because recently the college that we are studying in is ranked 64th, whereas the college where we are getting admission is ranked 32nd. But when I'm doing the individual analysis, I don't see any reason or why the 64th college is not as good, or in fact maybe even better than the 32nd college. So please guys, do not fall in the trap. Now, am I telling you all to completely shun away with the NIRF rankings? Do not look at it at all and just be aloof and only watch my videos and only listen to what I'm saying? No guys, you are free individuals and you guys have the duty, it is your moral duty to conduct research and look out for information from various aspects, and I fully agree with that. But I just don't want you to trust these NIRF rankings blindly. Now, it's not again only with the NIRF rankings, there are tons of other rankings as well. India Today has their own ranking, QS has their own ranking, all of that has, but each and every ranking has certain problems, pros and cons, and that is why only blindly trusting these rankings can make you fall in a trap which you might not be able to come out of. But I still would use the NIRF rankings, but just to look out to colleges. Seeing if some amazing college is coming out which I don't know about, or some college that has genuinely done well and has created a real impact, I would love to know about them. But just because a certain college is ranked higher or lower and I would disregard it or respect it completely, I would never do that. As far as the NIRF committee is concerned, and the government is concerned, and the education sector is concerned, all I'm saying is that I feel a couple of changes made in the parameters and the way data is collected and things like that can really change. And obviously it's just my suggestion. They might listen to it, might not listen to it, but if you people share this video amongst your friends, group circle, family members, this might reach out to the right people where I'm trying to make an effort. Thank you so much guys for watching this video till the very end. I hope you guys found this information very useful. I just tried to be as unbiased as I can and put out all my real thoughts and research that I have done in trying to make a very valid point to you all. Guys, in case if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to my channel, pressing the bell icon. I've been in the education sector for the past 4 years, trying to guide, mentor students in the right possible manner. In case you want to see me for any career clarity, please check the link in the description below, and please see me for my personal guidance and doubt clearing session. If you like this kind of content, please give me a thumbs up, comment below, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram and on LinkedIn. I'll see you later. Take care guys, bye-bye.